friends, welcome back to my channel. This week I am going to be bringing out the Crockpot. I'm going to be making 3 easy on-the-go Crockpot meals. My family is busy with basketball this week, so what a better way to get an easy meal on the table than to get out your Crockpot and just throw some food in it and then it's ready whenever you get home. So that is my easy go-to that I normally do during the week whenever we are busy, especially whenever it's cold outside. I love that smell whenever you walk into your home. It smells so yummy-licious. So the 3 meals that I have planned, the first one will be an easy shredded chicken barbecue. That's an easy one because you can make quick barbecue sandwiches out of them. The second one I have is going to be a whole roasted chicken on top of veggies, and I'm going to be making that into an easy soup. So, and then the third meal is a meatloaf. I love to throw meatloaf into the Crockpot because it is just an easy recipe. Instead of throwing it into your oven, it's in your Crockpot. So.
All right, this is so easy. You're gonna throw in your chicken broth or vegetable stock, whichever you prefer, and then your chicken tenderloins, and I usually try to season them with salt and pepper. Then you're gonna stick it on high for 4 hours. All right, so we are about to shred the chicken, and that's how easy it is. I'm just gonna put some barbecue sauce on this, and then it will be ready to serve. I have 2 sides. I just went ahead and made corn and beans. So there is the first Crockpot meal. So here is the chicken. I'm going to throw in some barbecue sauce after I'm done shredding it, but that's how easy it is. I'm going to put some Sweet Baby Ray's in it because that's some good stuff. So probably like half the bottle. But the chicken really did shred up pretty nicely. So for my second meal, I'm going to make a creamy chicken potato soup. Here are all the ingredients, just a full chicken and potatoes, celery, onion, and chicken stock. So let's go. So first I like to start off by putting a little bit of olive oil into the Crockpot, and I am going to rub this around just to help and keep the other ingredients from sticking to it. That's just one of the little hacks that I do. Next, I'm going to put in my broth, and you can use water if you want, but I had some chicken broth left over, which I'm going to use about a half of a 32 ounce. Next, I'm going to cut up these potatoes and into tiny pieces and throw those in there. And I am keeping the peel on these potatoes. I am using the yellow or the golden potatoes. You can also use the red potatoes, and those I usually like to keep the skins on.
Okay, now on to our celery, which I'm just going to do 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to go wash these. Okay, so now we are going to put this celery into the, what is that? What the heck is that? Okay, anyways, just a little piece of celery. But anyways, we're gonna put that celery in there. Next, we are going to cut up our onion, and I'm going to do 1/4 of an onion. Little stir, just kind of mix up everything. And the juices from the chicken will go into this as well, so we'll have more liquid pepper in. And I'll put this on top of the chicken as well. And then a little bit of onion powder. Bit of sea salt. Okay, just stick that on top and it's gonna roast down. And then I'm gonna salt it. Now I'm just gonna stick it on high for 4 hours. So take your chicken and shred it up and then put it back into the crock pot. And then while you're shredding that, get your cornstarch and put it in some of the liquid that you had in there and mix that together. I put 3 tablespoons and I'm letting that thicken up. I might do 4 too, but yeah. All right, so that's the final product. All right. That's good stuff. So firstly, I'm going to start off by rubbing down the crock pot with some oil. I just feel like it's a good coat and protectant so that your food does not get stuck, and also it helps coat the crock pot itself, and I feel like it keeps it going. So I'll just attach the hair. Okay, so I am going to get my ingredients ready for the meatloaf. I'm going to cut up a half of a bell pepper or green pepper or mango, you know, just whatever it's called. Depends on what region you live in.
So for this meatloaf, I'm just keeping it simple by doing a bell pepper and onion. You can really put anything into your meatloaf. It's up to you. But yeah, I'm just keeping it simple with these ingredients.
All right, so now we are going to throw everything together. And that's what I love about meatloaf, is that it is so easy. You just throw in pretty much whatever you want. I got my eggs, and then I got salt, pepper, and onion powder, and then I got some ground up, because I always do fresh crackers, and then I got some tomato or ketchup, and then I got my little onion and bell peppers. So that's about the gist of it. People do their meatloaf differently, I've seen. So some people put bread in their meatloaf, or ground up bread, where they'll dry it the day before. So I don't know. So one thing about me, I'm very clumsy. You didn't even ask my husband. I am accident prone since I was little, so yay. And I'm gonna start off with 2 1-pound packages of ground beef. I would like to do a recipe with turkey though. I probably will down the line. Gosh dang it. I try to cook with chicken or turkey for myself. So, because I am on if you are new here, I am on a health journey right now. And I received some not so good heart news, and I'm trying to be heart healthy. So now I'm going to wash my hands. And one thing in the kitchen, you always want to try to stay sanitary. You want to try to be clean as you possibly can. So, that's to prevent salmonella poisoning and all that jazz. So I'm gonna start off, I'm just gonna season salt and pepper. A lot of seasoning. Can't go wrong with seasoning, as my husband would say. Onion powder. Now my lovely bell pepper and onion. And then I'm gonna throw in my crackers. Now my ground up crackers. And I did about a little over half of the package. I had a long package, the Ritz crackers. And again, you can just eyeball that. And then I got my 2 eggs. And then throwing in ketchup. And I've seen, and I've actually done, where you can throw in some Worcestershire sauce. That's always good. I'm just gonna kind of do a rough mix of this. So it's coming together. I'm gonna throw a little bit more ketchup. I've seen where you can put a little bit of brown sugar in there, give it a little bit of a hint of sugar, which that's what I do for my topping, because I will be making a topping to put on top of this. I think this is ready to be mashed with the hand. Don't get afraid, just do it. Okay, because this is how we're going to be able to mold it. See how it's starting to mold. Oh my gosh, stay over there. Okay, it is ready for the crock pot now. So that's where we're going. Okay, now we're gonna throw this into the crock pot. And just manhandle it. It's not gonna hurt nothing. So, and I'm going to make a loaf as best as I can. Again, you're not hurting nothing, so just throw it in there. That's what I've always done. I'm not gonna lie. So the best recipes do not always have to be perfect. I mean, yeah, you need the measurements of certain things, but just throw it in there and call it a day, and I promise you, it will be just fine. And I am going to let this cook down before I throw on my mixture on top. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks good now. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's kind of in a loaf. It's perfect. So, and it will stay in this form. And you want to stick it on high for approximately 4 to 6 hours. I'm gonna cook it for 4 hours, so we shall see what it looks like. And then at the 2-hour mark, I think I am gonna stick the topping on. So it's the ketchup and brown sugar mixture. That's just my classic go-to. You can put whatever you want in that, but that's just what I use. So we will see what this looks like in 2 hours. So it's coming together. I'm getting ready to make the glaze now, and we're gonna put that on. So this is just a simple glaze. It is just ketchup and brown sugar. You can even put Worcestershire into it. So yeah, it's just whatever you want to put in it. So this is what I do. And then you're just gonna put in your ketchup and then mix. Okay, we're just gonna plop this on top. And voila, there it is.